Members of the Ulakwo Etche Special Squad have arrested a young man, Iheanyi Asobirionwu, accused of attempted murder and supplying human parts for ritual activities. Asobirionwu was apprehended after allegedly abducting and choking a woman victim, Nweke, who later regained consciousness and escaped. Her tip-off led to his capture. The suspect, who confessed in Etche language, claimed he was hired by unidentified individuals. The incident occurred in Etche local government area of Rivers State. Chairman of Amakumba community, Kingsley Anyanwu, confirmed the case and appealed for a thorough investigation. He expressed concerns over increasing insecurity and ritual-related fears in the area, urging swift intervention by the police. We are urging the Commissioner of Police to interrogate him thoroughly so he can reveal those behind this act. Our elderly can no longer go to farms safely, Anyanwu said. Meanwhile, police spokesperson Grace Ingirige Koko confirmed that Asobirionwu is in custody and investigations are now currently ongoing. You know, Etche, for so many years, people would always say they have encountered one, kidnap-related event, one ritual-related event. Some people that have been able to escape kidnappers then have said, oh, they were taken to Etche. What exactly do you think is going on in Etche when you look at this report?
Actually, I believe this also should also bring a pointer that, when things like this keep happening in a particular place, what that place is crying for development. And because when the place is being set out as a hideout, whereby kidnapping, because you can't, it's rare to kidnap someone and keep him or her in an urban settlement. So it's mainly in the bush where they feel to be well secured. But on the other part, also the government, the security, the Nigerian security also should also expand their tentacles. So in the sense that there should be some level of technical know-how, level of technology that should also be around in those communities, in those rural settlements, especially when we have the forests, we have the bushes, those water settlements that can easily communicate. These days, thank God, we have CCTV cameras and all that can also capture this. So there are some arsenals that should be put in place to get to reduce crime in its various minimum. I am against that situation whereby we arrest the suspect. We should arrest the crime. It says that prevent the crime. There should be things in place that before.
But then you need to arrest the suspect so you would know exactly how to arrest the crime, don't you think?
No. Now, arresting the suspect to know the crime zone. But what I'm thinking, to before what I'm insinuating is that there should be prevention measures to prevent such crime from happening. Like, for example, if you're about stealing a phone and you notice that in this place there is a CCTV camera all around and there's a policeman standing with a gun, you wouldn't want to do such.
Risk it
because you're aware that there are some arsenals on ground that will detect you. So that's what I'm concerned. My concern is not I'm against the crime happening. We should be able to let it be that it does not happen.
Right.
So let's fight against such crime. And these days I believe the security personnel they are too in for it. They see it as a plus to them, whereby issues happen and maybe they're able to arrest the suspects and they take it on air that they did this. They're able to no, and maybe it is like a plus to them that today we've gotten some suspect. No, we should hit against it. They should not. So let's see if we can curb this.
Right.
The key point, the key note is curbing.
All right, because you can see the chairman complain about how old people, their parents are unable to even go to their farms because of the high rate of kidnapping. I mean, because this has been, and there's been lots of outcry as regards this event that's happened in this place.
See, it's quite unfortunate that Etche is being used as a point, as a reference point. It is even in all the bushes around. Let's use River State. Virtually all the local governments. There's no really place that we can really point. Is in the creeks, in the rivers. No, the security personnel should up their games. Their games should be upped. What I mean upping is that they should be in to protect lives and properties. So they should think of daily routine. They should think of how do we secure lives and properties. How do we up our game? How do we improve? Not using 1970 pattern strategy of using a button. No. This time around, crimes are digitalized. So you don't use analog setting, analog mentality to fight digital crimes. No. So they should up their game. They should improve on all their arsenals should be on ground. They should be timely. And they should be very much alert. And now they've known this place. Men should be on ground, on standby, parading, patrolling, see how they can curb these things. And not coming today. You pick one and you come on air and you say we've been able to catch one suspect. After catching the suspect, what next? After apprehending the suspect, the big question.
They said he's been interrogated, so probably they want to know the modus operandi.
Otara, we are Nigerians. We are Nigerians. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Let's be factual to ourselves. Let this not end in fiction. Because I don't want to start quoting some issues that have occurred around that have been swept under the carpet. That after interrogating, we don't know the end point of it. My concern is that after this witness, after interrogating witness, what happens to the suspects? Or how are they being treated? Is the law taking its course, or these persons end up coming with a huge sum of money and to bail themselves, and they go back to what they do, in fact, to do more, because this is a matter they feel that some level of money have left their coffers, for which they used in bailing themselves. That's why I'm hitting till the war ends. I will still hit that the IG of police in Nigeria should make bail free. Because when once bail is free in Nigeria, totally free, and I mean totally free, they're not paying a dime, then Nigerian police and the security agencies in Nigeria can effectively do their work. When once bail is totally free, not using it, bail is free in a carbon paper, you paste it somewhere in the police office and nobody's reading it, both the IPO, the DPO, all the inspectors, nobody is reading what they wrote there, or maybe placing it in their police conduct, criminal conduct, that bail is free, and it is not free. So when once bail is free in Nigeria, we will have a serene environment. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now let's talk about ritualism. Why is it on the rise? Why is it trending? Where did we arrive at the opinion that a human life translates to financial gains? Let me hear your thought on that.
Now, the bottom line is hardship, it's poverty. Yes, when you see in the Western world, it is like this. When there's an increase of poverty in the society, crime increases.
Okay.
But when there's a deflection in poverty, crime reduces. Let me tell you for free. If everybody is being employed, if the government, everybody have a job opportunity, or is being paid minimum of 500,000 per se in the society, like I keep hitting that I'm of the Marxism ideology. I believe that there should be no class in the society.
Okay.
That is to say, if everybody can be on the same pedestal, whereby the load, even someone who want to hit against me to say that even the Bible says that the poor will also be in your midst. It did not say the poor. It is not pluralized. So my concern is that we should look at the singularity of it. That if poverty in the country can be. But
Nigeria is already a borrowing economy. How do you think that will be? How do you think that's going to work as regards you saying everybody should be given 500,000 or giving some form of a stipend to survive by?
That is the big question. Now, Otara, can I put it to you? How many cases of loots and these persons have money that have been apprehended in this country, that we've heard on news, on radios, that so billions of naira was being from loot of so persons. I don't want to start calling names. So persons that have been refunded. Where does this money go to? Let's start from that. That is the big question. These monies that have been retrieved, either by EFCC or by several agencies that have been retrieved from persons, or maybe either from fraud and all that, that have been retrieved, where does this money go to? So these monies can be channeled to that use. These monies can be used to effectively harness development and growth in the economy. Yes. Because most of the time you see it ends in headline news. You bring on air that 2 billions of naira, 2 trillions was being presented, and at the end, what happens next? And that's how those money dies off. Who takes the money? Does it go to the government fund? Yes, if it goes to the government fund, good and fine. That you use such money to what? To pay back these loans. As I'm talking see, nobody should be deceived. Thank God this is Society Watch, and I'm happy for such initiative. Now, nobody should be deceived that Nigeria is poor. Nigeria is never poor. We have all it takes.
So why are we borrowing if we are not poor?
Now, I should put it to the government. The government of Nigeria should look in worse to countries like Malaysia, Singapore, Dubai, how they came into the limelight. In 1970s and 80s,
right.
These countries I've mentioned were nowhere close to Nigeria. Let me say, in 1970s, too much. In the 80s, in Nigeria, we have some persons. Okay, we have a bag in Nigeria, of which you are aware, that is named Ghana Must Go. What happened to that bag? You know the history of Ghana Must Go. Now, today, Nigerians are going to Ghana for solace. Nigerians are even going to Togo, going to even Niger, going to these are neighboring countries that we are giants of Africa. We should feed them. We are supposed to be feeding them. We are supposed to be catering for them. But no, they've made the government of Nigeria, the government of the day have made. I don't want to use that word, but that's the best word. They have made Nigeria to become a dumping site.
No, Nigeria is not a dumping site.
No. That's it, because when nothing works. According to J.P. Clark in his work, in his poetry, you see over here nothing works. Over there in the Western world, it's what nothing works. So what the government of the day should look out for is to turn the tide. We should go back to the status quo. We should go back to when 1 naira was equal to $1. Yes, that is the status quo.
Right.
We should go back to whereby we could purchase fuel at the rate of 85 naira per liter. Today, for example, and we Nigeria, okay, in these countries I've mentioned, we produce fuel more than them. Now today, Nigeria will take our fuel outside the country to refine and bring them back. When we have Port Harcourt refinery, we have Warri refinery, Economic refinery, and all these refineries are dormant for years, for decades. Then there's the problem in the scene.
So you feel the ritualism and killing of people for financial gain, as it were, is due to a failure in the system of government?
Failure in the system and total hardship. Otara, Nigeria, they suffer. In Nigeria, the populace in Nigeria,
just imagine that
if you're earning 100,000, 200,000 in Nigeria, you cannot really live a comfortable life.
Akarika, do you subscribe to, can you kill someone and take their blood for ritual purposes?
I can do that.
Why do you think people do it?
No, that's why I said.
Are you facing hardship? Is inflation, is it hitting you hard?
I am not facing hardship.
Right. This inflation in Nigeria, is it hitting you in any way? Are you affected in any way by it? By the cost of fuel, yes, by the cost of food? You know, are you being hit directly in any way?
There's nobody in Nigeria that's not facing it.
Right.
Even the politicians.
Why are we all not killing people and using their blood for rituals then?
Two things is all about the mindset.
Okay.
And it's all about what we believe. There's some persons that even are doing worse than killing. If the money that is meant for a local government, for a state, for a community, I embezzle it, I've killed something like that. Because yes, that is it. No, some person, I'm telling this ritualism is just that some persons have been caught in the act, and they feel that these are the persons that are doing it. No, there's some persons that with their pen, with their blue pen, they've signed money that are meant to empower lives, to empower generations on top. They've signed it and they've covered it and they've taken it in their in their coffers to reach themselves down, even their generations unborn. And you say this person, they are more ritualists than the person. But in a sense, I am not saying that you taking life of someone is good. No, let's not go that way. But I'm saying that these persons that have faking what is meant for the populace. If you walk on the streets of Nigeria, you can barely see somebody, a young man, that is walking on the street and that is not talking to himself. Yes, that is some level of insanity. Because calculations, sometimes you just see people today. As I was coming, I just noticed that. So you just see some young person, not really young, with families and homes that just soliloquizing, calculating. Because how many can you calculate? Can you calculate the price? Can you calculate that you don't have electricity in the country? Can you calculate the price of goods and services in the country? What are you calculating? So you see them just solving mathematics. That's why you could go to the beer parlors and all this. You just see some men, they just go there thinking, you think they're charging their phones. They're not charging their phones, they're calculating because they don't want to go back home. So once they eat, they've turned their feeling to be either 101 or 010. So that is the pattern. So sometimes they just feel to just, it's not recreation. All this now, this is some. You see some youths, they say they are watching football. It is not really all about football for recreation, because they just want to while away, just to be happy for themselves, right. Because the economy is hitting very hard.
Right.